This weekend, I went to Santa Paws, a B+ tournament in Montgomery, Alabama, and I wanted to talk about my tournament experience, my tournament run, how the tournament went overall outside of myself, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because I haven't been to a tournament since SmashCon. I've entered a lot of online brackets, but it's been a while, so I went to a tournament. Let's see how I did and rate it 1 through 10. No, the Keithley. So at Santa Paws, I did a lot. I did ultimate doubles with Shiny Mark, where we got second, eventually losing to Pocket and Lol Yoshi, but beating them in winners, and then also beating Kronos and Shu in winners, as well as some other people. Did singles, which I'll talk about afterwards, and then got second in Squad Strike, losing to Vendetta and Dominator, and then second in reverse mains, losing to Tavares as Mario. I played 4 straight sets of Pikachu versus Mario. It was ridiculous. So in my first round of pools, I actually almost lost a set in Pikachu versus Crom. So reverse mains, you had to like ask who the person played, and then they got to play your main and you played theirs. One of them was Incineroar, and I don't remember the other one, so I'm not 100% sure. This was Crom. This was so stressful. Crom is so bad, and Pikachu wins that matchup really heavily, so I just got edge guarded a bunch one of the games and I lost. So then we go into top 16, which was a bit more of a smooth sailing. I mean, I did beat Murph, who is now a Lucina main 2-0, but then I lost to Tavares. Tavares is Chili Chili, if you know them by their old tag for some reason. They are a Mario player that used to like main Pika with secondary Mario. I ended up losing that game 2-0, so I played Pika Mario for the first time there. I'm actually going to move my camera so I can show you the rest of the bracket. So at that point, I play Ice is Gone. I think there were a Daisy main, so I played Pikachu versus Daisy in a relatively stressful set, and then I played against Dominator, who's a Mario main, and I 3-0'd them. And then I played against, sorry, it's actually 2 zoomed in. Then I played against Ave, who is a Mario main, which was fun. And then I played against Tavares again, who is a Mario main and Pika Mario. And then I reset the bracket, and then I played against Tavares again. So in 6 sets, so from here I played 1 Mario, and then it was not a Mario, and then Mario. I played 5 Mario Pika sets out of my last 6 sets of this bracket, which was hilarious. It was a very fun time. I like fighting Tavares a lot. Super, super fun. Tavares also is a Mario player who has beat literally every Pika they've played in tournament. They beat Shiny Mark, they've beat Captain L when they played Pika, they've beat DM, so very good record against those players. But of course, I feel like most people just want to talk about singles, so let's get into this bracket. So this bracket, it was like 180 or like 200 or something people like that, and it wasn't very like large, but it was very stacked, considering my round 1 was against the Dark Midas, who was a Puff player. That was my round 1, and then I immediately had to play against Bacon, the best Dr. Mario in the country. That was my second round of the tournament, and while I won 3-0, it was pretty close. I'm sure like when I'm editing this, I'll have like it on the screen and stuff like that. And then after that, I played Chunky Kong, who I played for the top 8 qualifier at CEO. And CEO, a much larger tournament. I think it was an A tier. So this quality of match that was a literal top 8 qualifier was in pools, just because of the way the bracket was. And I ended up winning that 3-1. I got hit by so many DK up Bs, but I overall played very solid. Which, of course, that set me up for the Pika Ditto, or aka just me playing against Shiny Mark, because I didn't go Pikachu, actually. We did not play the mirror match because I wouldn't win that. I think Shiny Mark plays the way you're supposed to play in the Pikachu Ditto, like all the time. Like the matchup is very passive and very slow because Pika can't really do Pika things to Pika, so his style would just be better than that, and I wanted to use Mii Brawler, which I like that matchup. I played against a lot of my like members and stuff and subscribers when I play them, and they are playing Pika because I'm the Pika guy. So I went Mii Brawler. I won game 1 very solidly, in my opinion. Or it wasn't like 2 stock or anything like, but I felt good about it. And then game 2, I started off with this amazing sequence. I literally like 0 to deathed him, and then I immediately SD'd. I don't even remember how I SD'd. I want to go look. So like I was playing very well. Like I was doing quite well. I'm up an entire stock here. I think he ends up taking this stock. I don't think I ended up getting a 2 stock. Do I get a 2 stock? No, I die. Be out of shield's crazy, so I basically just made him stop pressing buttons the entirety of the game 1. And then game 2, like I just had such a good like sequence here. Like down tilt, I'm keeping him at the ledge. I basically made him be super passive for the rest of the set, which I didn't end up capitalizing enough, which was unfortunate. Like look at this, like a hot 0 to death, and then I just immediately die because I think I like double jump by accident when I'm just trying to like. What do I do? Oh, sick. I just missed the stage. And I think I would have made that back, but I also misinput up B. Like, I'm pretty sure I make this back from this situation. It's really close. So I just, like, immediately die. And then this game, I end up going for, like, a crazy spike at the end because he plays really well. But, like, I could have just recovered there, but I was like, I wanted to hit him. And then I think game 3 was really close and game 4 was also really close. Or the others, like, they felt good. Because, like, for me, brawlers, like, I get a single hit here, I can just win. Like, that could have been stock if I just, like, jumped above it immediately. Like, if I hit this up tilt and just jump to the left and then grab him, like, I win. But, so, like, very close, even though I ended up dying right there. And played really well, obviously, but I feel like I was very confident going into it. Well, like, not really. Like, Shiny Mark was actually one of the only people I didn't want to play the entire tournament, but it happens. So I ended up losing to Shiny Mark, but felt good. I can definitely win that. And then I ended up playing against Dominator in Losers, the Mario main, who I actually played in every other singles format because I played him in a Squad Strike twice because he beat me in winners semis and I beat him in losers finals, and then I played him in reverse mains, and then I played him here. So it was just a lot of playing him, which was very funny. And then I ended up losing to Syrup 3-0. I wasn't patient enough against Steve, and of course Syrup is amazing. I would have loved to play Anathema, and then I would have loved to play Lima, and then I would have lost to Beast Mode Paul. But yeah, like, overall the tournament was fun. I feel like I overall played well. It was a good time. It was enjoyable. And I guess for the rest of the bracket, we can go over what happened in the top 8, because it was honestly a really hot top 8. It was very funny because obviously a lot of people were complaining about Watch the Throne and like the bracket because it was Steve and it was Sonic and it was really slow and boring, because it's welcome to what happens when you have like those players at the bracket. Whereas this top 8 was kind of fire. This top 8 was so good, like legitimately amazing. Shattuck Cola was like a 3-0 godlike display by Shattuck. I think Shiny Mark Omega was a good set. Lima Anathema was an amazing set. I thought Big D won a game here, but I guess he didn't. But Beast Mode Paul actually double eliminated Big D. Of course, Beast Mode Paul was like the story of the tournament. He ended up getting all the way to second, losing to Shattuck, and also lost to Shiny Mark in winners, but he got the run back on him in losers. Omega had an amazing tournament. Cola was always fun to watch. The Beast Mode Paul sets, like all of the Beast Mode Paul sets, this one was a little less fun because it was kind of a blowout because that matchup is ass. But like all of this was amazing. Like every set other than literally this one in top 8, in my opinion, was great. I think Shattuck Paul was a really good set. I think Shattuck Shiny Mark was a good set. He's just crazy. Like Shattuck is so good. Does Corrin do good against Roy? I mean, Shattuck did beat Cola at, I think, Let's Make Moves Miami. So, like, good enough, right? It's probably like an even matchup, but Shattuck's advantage is just so good. Yeah, just going through the tournament, pretty unscathed did Shattuck go. Beast Mode Paul's run was fantastic. I don't know if I'm going to go over his runs in specific, since I did a video on him super recently, like literally like within the last week. But I probably will go over some of my favorite sets from this tournament because it was really good. Like some of these sets were amazing. I'm probably going to talk about Omega Lima was an amazing set. I think what was it? Omega Lima, what other one do I want to go over? If I'm gonna go over like 2, I think I'll probably go over these 2 sets. Maybe I'll do Omega Beast Mode Paul. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like Lima Anathema and Omega Beast Mode Paul. Those sound like the correct sets to do because that was really, really cool. But yeah, so, I mean, I went Pika in this match. I SD'd 2 of the 2 games he won. I 3-stocked him game 5. I also SD'd game 1, but I brought it back. So, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable in Pika Mario. It's just annoying. Like, I don't like it, but I'm comfortable in it. And you just got to play it correctly. Pika of Steve was... I went Brawler and Pika here. I went Brawler game 1 just because the stage rule set is like the stage list is so bad for Pika game 1. Like, my Pika specifically. So, I don't like going Pika game 1 if I'm just, like, don't know which one I want to go. But I went Brawler, and then I got hit out of my double jump at like 10% or like 5%, and I died because I'm a fast faller. I got forward air spiked, so I died hella. And then game 3, I lost because I tried to double jump Nair his up B, Steve's up B, and it didn't even trade. It just beat my Nair, and I got stage spiked out of my double jump at like 40 when I was winning by a lot. And then I had to approach the Steve, so that was fun. But yeah, I mean, that was Santa Paws for me. It was a very cool tournament. I had a lot of fun. I've obviously got to hang out with my friends, like all the people I mentioned before. In terms, like, I'm cool with most of these people. So, you know, I hung out with Jackal, I hung out with Lima, I hung out with Shiny Mark and Anathema, and, you know, I saw Cola for the first time in a while. You know, I talked to Paul because we're both CFL, and I was very happy to see him do well, even though I didn't want him to be Shiny Mark because I like Pikachu more. But yeah, the event was totally fun. I know the staff worked really hard. It was a very fun event. They put it on really well, but it was a great tournament. It was a great top 8. I think I played well. Syrup is like amazing, right? Like I'm not like, there's no shame in losing to him, and there's obviously no shame in losing to Shiny Mark. I think Shiny Mark is like top 10 skill-wise right now. You know, he's able to keep up with Sonics and Spargle online, which means like a lot, and he's taken sets from Spargle offline, so like he's an incredible player. So I'm not like I knew he's better than me, like not even like in the Pika pride thing, like he's just a better player. So I was like, I have to go Brawler. Like I didn't get a chance to play him with Pika because he started like not feeling great closer to the end of the tournament and wanted to conserve his energy, so we didn't end up playing any games of the Pika Ditto, which is unfortunate because I wanted to play some. But other than that, tournament was fun, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to be talking about Watch the Throne and watching sets and everything. I'm probably going to be going over my sets, at least some of them, just like as a video, because why not? At least the ones that were on stream, the Bacon and the Shiny Mark set. I do have the Chunky Kong and Dominator set. I don't remember if I recorded the Syrup set, so yay.